After the magic of last night's absolute destruction of PSG, I was surprised to see that pundits still don't think Newcastle will actually get out of the group, and that they still think Eddie Howe won't somehow deliver them a trophy at some point. And it's got me thinking that it's completely wrong, and how can pundits be saying this? And this isn't coming from a Newcastle fan, this is coming from a Liverpool fan, so I'm not going to be biased on it, but Newcastle are going places. They're going to get out the group, because I think what a lot of pundits are still treating them as is this team from 2-3 years ago. This is a completely different team. This is a side who has money, who can bring in more players now. They have an atmosphere at St James's that is back to the cauldron it should and always has been, and teams are scared to go and play Newcastle at St James's Park. Never mind a 12th man, they've got a 13th, 14th, 15th man when you go there. Teams cannot handle that atmosphere that the Toon Army brings, and we saw it last night with PSG. They were shell-shocked by the atmosphere more than anything, and they got absolutely battered 4-1. And we've got to think other teams this season alone have been beaten there, the likes of Man City. And we go for last season, most Premier League teams who went to St James's Park couldn't handle the atmosphere. So to say that Newcastle won't go far in the Champions League is absolute bonkers. They're going to get out the group, and I say this now, they're probably going to top that group, because they will get 3 wins at home and they will get results in all 3 of the other places. And to say that Eddie Howe isn't going to deliver them a trophy is again bonkers. If you look where he's taken them from just 2 seasons ago, bearing in mind he hasn't actually spent that much money. Yes, he's bought a fair few signings, but he's still way below a lot of the top teams have spent in the Premier League. But he is going to deliver them a trophy, whether it's this season or next season. Newcastle will win a trophy under Eddie Howe. It's just a matter of time. It's not if, it's when. So, I don't know, I think Newcastle could go serious places this season. They probably could pick up at least one of the domestic cups, or they'll go very far in them. I think they'll also go far in the Champions League. I think it suits them, those home and away ties. The home ties they're going to be so strong on, and the away ties they could pick up some results. I think they'll go pretty far on that as well, and they'll do well in the league. They've had one of the hardest starts this season in the league. In the Champions League they had probably the hardest group, and in the Cup so far, in the Carabao Cup, they've drawn the hardest draws, Man City followed by Man United, but they've come through with flying colours, bar the very start of the season where they were looking a bit unconfident, but now they're running up again. They're going to be a big team to look out for this season, and they'll definitely do bits this season. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.